Hello everyone, Jason here with another Robinson's Ramble. This week we are doing Claife Heights, which is just situated in between Windermere and Coniston. And without further ado, let's show you how you can get here. Getting to the Claife Heights walk requires you to make your way to Far Sorry, which is a 20-minute drive from the Swan Hotel turnoff of the A590. Follow the road past Lakeside until you get to Claife. There you can turn right, as I did, going through the Claife estate, which is close to Windermere, or continue up towards near Sorry and then go through to Far Sorry. Going through the estate is shorter, but the roads are smaller with several blind corners, so if you prefer, take the route through near Sorry. The route itself is just a little over 6 miles. I've decided to go around in a clockwise fashion to go uphill first, get all the hard work out of the way, going around High Blind How through the woodland and then dropping down to Windermere after that, and then a nice straight along the water before getting back onto the route that we started from. So a great start so far. The new microphone I bought is not working or not talking to the camera at the moment, unfortunately, so I'm going to be hoping that the wind isn't going to be too much on the peaks, but it's not the highest of peaks, to be fair, so fingers crossed to be alright. And so yeah, there's that. And 2, it's rather muggy, and I've decided to walk in jeans. So fingers crossed for a cold shower later on. Anyway, let's go. The best place to park at Far Sorry is at Braithwaite Hall. They accept a £2 donation, which have boxes at either side of the car park. So we'll just make sure you got a couple of coins ready, and then you can make your way on the walk. Tell you one thing, it took me a lot to try and get me out of the house this morning. I think it was still this morning anyway. It took a wee while to persuade myself, but it's a day off. The weather's good for walking, and I wanted to test a new mic, but wait for that anyway. But it's a good little walk around Claife Heights. I say little, I think it's one of the larger ones that I've done, so this is the 3rd one I'm filming, and it's the longest one out of the 3. It's a little over 8 miles or so. But some peaks to be had, and then you get that all out of the way. And then there's a lovely walk along Windermere on the west coast. First point for you, and it's a obvious thing, but just pay attention to the arrows. We're not going down there. We are going up here. Much like any of these walks, it's always worth to stop and enjoy the scenery. Now, time for a bad dad pun? You're nosy Parkers, aren't you? I realise I haven't said a bad joke in a walking guide or so. So, with these boys round here, what would an untrusting cow say to you? Pull the other one. Sorry. That's the only one, I promise. Now, on with the walk. So here at the beginning of the Claife Heights circular, and this is something I try to show, well, it's my dad's walking guides anyway. He always picks the slightly quieter ones. I say slightly quieter, it's only my gob that's making any sound at all. There were a few lambs bobbing about around here last time, but currently at the moment, nothing. Well, a few sheep, but yeah, nice and quiet, very nice and quiet. Let me just close this gate. So, first gate to close, show you where we'll be coming up to. This is the return of the circular, so if you wanted to go down to Windermere first, that is that way, but we are going to go up here first and take the top bit first. So go on. If you want for self-improvement, having a walk on your own can be very beneficial to try and identify some of the traits you may have. And there is another bit I wanted to explain, of course. It was a bit sunny, so that's why I got the cap on rather than my usual flat cap. So I had a bit of a bigger peak so I didn't get too sunburned, because I get a nice shade of lobster. So yeah, but also the reason for this, to be fair, and the flat cap, because I know I've worn the flat cap for the past couple of guides. Vanity, I'm just hiding this, and I came to about, was it 2019, I decided let's just chop it off. Let's get my friends and family used to the shape of my head. Because I definitely got to the point where I'm not fooling anyone. So there's still a bit there, but it's just, front's ridiculous. But yeah, we live with it. I'm not going to spend thousands of pounds on some follicle reassignment or whatever it is. I'll just put this on. Apologies, enough waffling for now. Let's get on to the walk in hand, into the woods. Now we come to that portion of the walk where, like in a lot of places in the Lake District and the other guides you've seen, there is a wee bit of storm damage here and there. Now we got out of the sort of open field section, and yeah, there's plenty more to negotiate, which I haven't negotiated with a camera before, so this should be interesting. So here we go, here's the first part of the obstacle course with the damage around the area. Always best bet. Get up here, avoid all that down there, and then can he do it? Can I film and get under this tree at the same time? Going down. Oh, that's a squat. Oh my. Oh, there we go. Right. See? Told you I could do it. He says I have to try to turn around the camera at the same time. It's, yeah, a bit of an obstacle course around here. But it's, I find it fun. You don't want a completely easy walk, do you? So, whoop. So we'll get past under this tree, and then we can carry on. We'll just get under there. Ooh, oh, branch! There we go. Just got under that. Easy peasy. Now I know what you're thinking. Whatever I walked in there was absolutely disgusting. It wasn't an added sound effect. I don't know what it was, but it seemed absolutely fine anyway. Straight after that obstacle, you do have a bit of an incline to make your way up, and then you're getting a little bit closer to the top of High Blind How. So we have got up to our first detour of the Claife Heights walk. If you probably hear the machinery in the background, as this is cordoned off for the deforestation, which is up around there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it. So yeah, the routes that... Come here, little tweaky thing. Hello, there we are, thank you. Yeah, the routes... I'm talking to inanimate objects now, I hope I'm alright. I may continue with my therapy. Isn't the original routes that my dad used to do, of course, because he used to go down that way, on the Windermere side of High Blind How. However, as there is always in the Lake District an alternative route, we are going to go, thank you Gimbal, going that way. Easy enough, quick little detour, no problem at all. A bit of behind the scenes of how I'm actually walking in the Lake District with this filming. So I've got this is basically what I'm filming with. Obviously I'm filming with my phone at the moment, that's why it's so shaky. But yeah, it almost feels like I'm just carrying the Olympic torch just around our routes. So if you see me going around the lakes like this, I do apologise that I look a bit peculiar with my Sony Olympic torch, but yeah, it's the only way it gets done, because of course if I keep using my phone, as you can see while I'm walking, it's a bit shaky. So, oh, air fly. Right, here we go. first rocky bit coming up while going around High Blind How. Fortunately today it's nice and dry, but please look after your footing on rocky surfaces such as this, because I don't want you slipping and leaving comments on my guides going, "Oh, Jason never told me to look after oneself." Yeah, I know you're not like that, I know. I always find on this part of the walk that this is the best spot. Just have a chill out just before you get round High Blind How, because it has some gorgeous views looking over the southern end of Windermere. With Gummers How, just you can see on the left hand side there, and a perfect time just to sit down, relax and enjoy the scenery. Of course, what always helps have a nice chill out is to make sure that you have your bag fully packed before you leave the car. Whether you've got some juice or some water to keep you going, that's absolutely fine, but you may need to remember your sandwiches, as I did not. Well, come along now, because the quicker I finish this walk, the quicker I can have a sandwich now. Oh, yep, old man grunts, here we go. Handy things to take on a walk, small first aid kit, some backup maps as well, water and a sandwich. So we're coming round the back end of High Blind How now, and although by not any stretch of the imagination, of course, it's anywhere near one of the higher peaks in the Lake District, it is a gorgeous little walk. And that's why I've been doing these ones for years. My dad's old roots. But there is, of course, the forest operations you need to abide by. So where normally we'd be going along there and through the woods, little detour again round the How, but that's fine. Still some gorgeous scenery to be had. So from the uneven part of the walk, where you have to look after your footing a little bit, now it's the back end of the How. It's well, you can see for yourself if I come round here. Nice trail, nice and even, easy to do. He says nearly tripping up. But yeah, there is a nice little site further on actually, because after all it is the Lake District, and what you'd always like to see in the Lake District, apart from some gorgeous views, is bodies of water. So let's go and see some water. That's why I couldn't find my way down. The van was blocking it. But yeah, let me switch the camera around and you can just see. Ooh, and a duck to say howdy. Hang on. Ooh. There we go. Oh, very nice. In need of pushing on though. I wanted to get myself down the trail, showing you a little bit more of what this walk has to offer. What is tricky to convey, of course, while you're doing these clips, is the smells you experience as well going on these walks, and going down this portion of the track where they have all these cut down trees. Just the smell of timber. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's just, wonderful smell. A clear indication that you're definitely in the big outdoors. But look at the wall of this stuff, and it's more all the way down there, and a bit more over there. But it's a glorious fragrance. And once you get past the wood, you'll be seeing this sign going down to Belgrange, which compared to the other week doesn't look as wet, fortunately, because it was a bit of an obstacle course last time. So, here we go. Yes, this track getting down to Belgrange. It's a lot drier than it was the other week, so I think it would be more advisable if you are going to do this walk during the summer. Absolutely fine, as long as it's a nice summer. If you're doing it down in the winter, I would, well, again, much like there's any routes, there's a plethora to choose from. I passed a temporary footpath going up off the track to shorten this route, to be fair, but I thought I'd just stick to the one I did the other week, which is fine, nice and dry. But as I said, in each and every guide, although I've done 3 guides, each and every guide, wear sturdy footwear, absolutely. There is something I've noticed when doing these walks recently, coming up to the lakes on my own, is that I do lose my sense of time completely, which is a very relaxing thing. It's lovely because I'm walking on my own. I don't have anybody else's schedule to abide by. I know I've got a full day off. I don't have a gig this evening, so yeah, I can get back when I want. However, I am still rather gutted that I didn't bring my sandwiches in my bag, so I'm getting a bit peckish. Other than that, it's a very relaxing experience just to think, well, yeah, I'll get back when I get back. It's very nice. This section of the walk is downhill, with different surfaces to walk upon and a couple of junctions that I'll be pointing out in a moment as well, making your way down to Belgrange. Now we're getting closer to Belgrange. You get a bit of a junction where, if you cut out where I've just been, you will be coming down to this junction here, down over this lovely stream. But of course, with the deforestation and whatnot, it is a bit occupado. So, as long as you get over this tree, you're going the right way. Look at that! Stride it over, I don't even have to make one single grunt. Good for me. It is at another point of this walk where I'm very happy that it's dry underfoot. As you might have just seen on that walk by and behind me, it's some excellent stonemasonry put into the footpath, but I'd imagine if it's wet, it could get a tad slippy. But I think we're doing all right. Oh yeah, we'll get there. So we've made it to the bottom of the stone footpath to Belgrange, which that's a lovely house. If I pop it up there, might be Belgrange. Very nice. Wouldn't say no, would you? But we are going on this way, where we've got a lovely track that goes straight along the Water of Windermere, or the west coast of Windermere. Let's put it that way. So there is one other walk, that of my dad's, that I still need to do for these walking guides, which is up at Whitbarrow Fell, which is a bit further south from here. But if I was honest, I don't think I've done it for at least about 15-20 years, that walk, so I might have to do a bit of a recce before we start filming it and just reacquaint myself from a walk from my 20s. But it's, again, a lovely easy walk. And these are what I've been trying to advocate for my dad's rambles, and me rambling on about them. But there are others that I do want to do. I have tried, I tried Loughrigg Fell the other week, but I didn't have this gimbal, so most of the footage was, yeah, it was rather off-putting. And I also did, oh, hang on, aircraft coming by. It's all right. Warton Crag as well, which no, it's not in the Lake District, but I don't have to restrict myself to walks in the lakes, and that is a lovely walk. So I will refilm that as well, and the reason why I haven't put that up, because I did take some footage of this with the gimbal, was I hadn't sorted out the settings. So it looked like I was about 3 steps away from heaven, how bright the sky was. So we'll get that sorted out. It's all a learning process. But I hope you're enjoying them. I'm certainly enjoying walking them. What you will come across when you're going along this track is just here, this rather large fallen tree, which has obviously fell quite some time ago, because if you get close in, it is absolutely peppered with people banging, changing. I mean, who takes a hammer on a walk, really? But yes, whether people have been doing it for good luck or not, I'm not too sure. Certainly an interesting sight. Right, we've come to the end of the track where we need to be. So, once you go along, all the way around, well, all the way around Windermere anyway, but you get up to this gate behind me, what you need to do is start going up this footpath here. And that will get you back on the circular, getting back to Farsori. Come on. Well, if I was completely honest at this point, taking this incline, I'm seriously regretting forgetting my sandwiches in the car. But it's no matter how short a walk or how long a walk, yes, be prepared and just have a double check when you're just about to leave the car that you've got everything in your bag that you need, like food, and then you'll be fine. And then you won't be puffing and panting because you're running out of fuel going up inclines near the 2/3 of the walk complete. Be fine. It's like an ASMR video. Do you want me to puff and pant close to the microphone? No. Nobody wants that. Oop. Just looking about here, there's plenty of signs if you want to venture down to the ferry station as well. I'll come round. You've got some options if you want. Anyway, it's entirely up to you. I'll get my head out of the way to show you there, but we're going to continue straight on, as it says on the sign. 3/4 of a mile more, getting up to Farsori, because that's where the car is, and the sandwiches, so come on. So, we get up to a familiar bit now, and this is where it joins the circular, and then another half mile or so, which you did at the beginning, back to Farsori. But if we show you which way to go, unless you want to do lap 2, that's entirely up to you. Personally, myself right now, I could do with a bit of food. But yeah, so we're going to go through there. And we went up there, of course, as you probably recognise the cow pat. I certainly do. And this is the junction, so you can go, of course, you can do it the other way around. You could go down towards the water first and then go back up the other way, or the way I came. Entirely up to you. Nearly there now. And I've decided not to concentrate on any negatives that may have occurred. Forgetting your sandwich, microphone not working, but on the positives. That I've been able to do such a lovely walk, and I haven't really needed the microphone because the wind has been non-existent today. So, things to be thankful for. Anyway, gate coming up, nearly there, battery's nearly dead. So we made it back into Farsori, and let's check the road here. I'm sure you want to know as much as I. Is the sandwich actually in the car? Hang on, just get my car keys. And there we are, that's that open. Ah, oh, yes, they are. There we go. Let's get around the car. A rather warm chicken and mayo sandwich. I'm going to eat it anyway, I don't care. The good thing about this walk as well, that there is a watering hole at the end of it. Indeed, straight over there, the Cuckoo Brow Inn, which is very, very nice and well worth going. And yeah, treat yourself to a cold one. You deserve it after this. I'm going for a sandwich myself. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've bared with me. It's been an interesting, fun walk. More to come, absolutely, on this channel. So if you are a first-time watcher, yeah, thank you very much. Give us a subscribe. That's what these vlogging YouTube people do. So yeah, I'm going to ask kindly as well. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful remainder of your day. I'm going to have a butty.